It is really loud and windy out here, and we're going to deal with it because I need to say this regardless. So listen to the wind chimes and the wind, and it feels much cooler out here than the 111 the thermometer is reading. Probably feels like 101, I don't know. Anyway, I want to talk to you about a story that happened, real life story, 22 years ago. While I was pregnant, they told me I was going to die from stage 4 malignant melanoma. The choice they gave me was to have an abortion and start chemo immediately. And they told me that if I did not do that, I would definitely be dead before I could ever give birth. And I said, hard pass no, and hard pass no. Thank you, and no. Your plan has 2 of us dying. My plan, or has at least 1 of us dying for sure, right? For sure, because abortion kills a life. I said, I plan on getting us both out of this alive. So, what did I do? I didn't listen to the doctor. That's what I did. And I went out and looked, and there was not a lot of information that I could find. The internet was very new, and I found some information from Australia that said that they could treat it during any period of time, but the doctors were like, no, your second trimester, we're not doing anything, so we're gonna, there's nothing we can do, you're just gonna die. I'm like, okay. Cool. I'll go find my own, I'll write my own plan, figure it out. So what I did was I said, 1, I ain't dying. Not gonna die today. No, thank you. Ain't nobody got time for that. I have kids to raise, and I knew my kids needed me. The 4 kids I already had, plus the one on the way, needed me to be there for them to grow up better. I did not want them to grow up without a mom. So I rejected all of what the doctors told me, basically. And I said, no, we're doing this. So I changed my diet. I had been eating a fairly healthy standard American diet, which is sad. Yeah, I know, lots of air quotes today, huh? So I cleaned that up. I got raw milk from some local farmers through a cow share program in Texas, which is the legal way to acquire raw milk in the state of Texas. At least it was at that time. I believe it still is. And I switched everything in my household to all the foods to as low processed and organic and clean as I could acquire. Local produce, I got organic produce boxes. Like I said, we got our dairy from a fairly local raw dairy source. I got meat from them. I got meat from another farmer down the road. Down the road from my dairy, not down the road from me. I was living in civilization too much. But the biggest thing I did was I decided that I rejected their diagnosis. And I knew that I had kids to raise, and they needed me, and I was not going to let the medical system kill me or this baby. So I did that, and then I had the baby. And then, ridiculously, because I still was not where I am today, which is okay. It's a journey for everybody, right? I let them do lymph node mapping. And so they took a lymph out of my groin because the cancer was on my ankle. And the lymph came back clear. So there was literally, and they put me in the tube they injected me with dye, they put me in the tube, and they did the whole entire body mapping of my lymph. And there was no sign of cancer anywhere in my body. So I eradicated it, completely cast it out from me. It's totally possible. It's totally doable. What I want you to know is that cancer is a lie. Everything about cancer you think you know, probably wrong. Do not wear sunscreen. Wear sunglasses as little as possible. The sun is your friend. Staying out of it and blocking it from getting to you actually increases your chances of skin cancer more than, like, sunscreen is awful. It's toxic. You need the sun. How did we survive millions of years or thousands or whatever timeline you want to go with here? How did we survive? The sun. We've been sun worshipers forever. This whole chemical thing has just got to go. Stop blocking yourself from the sun. Yes, if you're going to be out in the sun and it's like this today and you're going to be in it all day long, cover up. Wear linen or cotton, not synthetics. Do not put synthetics on your body. Just don't. Like, get natural fiber clothing. Don't put toxic chemicals all over your body. Don't wear sunglasses unless you absolutely need them to drive or something. But don't wear them all the time. Your eyes are part of your body's thermostat system. So if your eyes can't tell what the weather outside is, they don't know to send the signals to your skin. Like, let me rephrase that. Then your body doesn't know what signals it's getting, and they're confused. So you are more likely to burn if you're wearing sunglasses than if you're not. Really. So I think those are really important things to know. If I had the information that I know now back then, I would not have let them do any of it. I would have just said, oh, I guess I have, well, I wouldn't have had any of it, but it's all trauma. Cancer is your body's way of dealing with unprocessed trauma or toxins, and it's encapsulating it and holding it so that it can take care of it. It is actually a protection mechanism. People don't die from cancer, they die from cancer treatment. Really. People do not die from cancer. You die from cancer treatment. You aren't healed from cancer by chopping body parts out. No part of your body should ever be removed from you. None of it. If your appendix bursts, okay, maybe. But if it bursts, it was actually doing its job protecting you. If there's an infection in your body's actually working correctly. It doesn't need to be fixed with some chemical concoction. It's not how it works. I would bet that pretty much everything you think about how your body works isn't true. If you're listening to doctors, it's probably not true. If they send you to the hospital, it's definitely not true. So, we are not a chemical meat suit that needs to be poisoned, radiated, or chemically treated. It doesn't even make sense. It just doesn't. We are meant to be healthy. If we're not healthy, it's because we're not taking care of our emotional health. We're not taking care of our physical health. We're putting toxins, we're exposing ourselves to toxins that we shouldn't be, and our detox pathways are blocked. So, if you think that you might have a cancer spell cast on you, then I would recommend some deep introspection and healing some stuff inside. Really would. If you have different parts of your body that don't seem to be functioning correctly, the doctor isn't your answer. Healing your trauma is. Really. Anything that goes on in your body that is off of normal is trying to get your body back to homeostasis, back to a healthy thing. It's not attacking you. Your body doesn't attack you. It doesn't eat itself up. It's trying to protect you from whatever it is that you're exposing yourself to. Whether it's bad energy, whether it's electromagnetic frequencies, whether it is toxic people. Toxic people out of your life. You need it. You need to heal yourself. There's no part of you that needs chopped off or chopped out ever. It doesn't happen that way. I know this isn't popular, and that's okay, but I think it's important to talk about. So, what can we do to support ourselves? Literally, get emotionally healthy. Like, learn to love yourself for who you actually are and not some made-up fantasy of what you think you want to be because you were broken. Nobody's broken. We're not broken. Might be unhealed, but we're not broken. We might not have faced our trauma. We might have false beliefs about ourselves, and those things we can heal. Absolutely. But poisoning and radiating our bodies or chopping parts of it off is not the answer. And I think that that's really important to learn. We'll continue in our, let me rephrase that, a little better enunciation on that. We will continue to be less than healthy, out of ease, or having dis-ease until we come to love ourselves. And once we love ourselves, everything changes. Gotta learn to love who you are. Stop going to the doctor. I mean, there's some out there who know what's up, and I'm gonna recommend a few here for you if you really want to know like what's going on. I would recommend Dr. Tom Cowan, Dr. Andy Kaufman, Dr. Amanda Vollmer, Doctors Mark and Sam Bailey. Those are some good doctors. There's lots of people who know what's up, and they won't tell you to poison yourself, chop body parts off, or radiate yourself either. So find somebody who can help you support yourself if you need help, but you can do this by yourself.